Hi Scorpio, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. Hey, we are just going to tap into your energy today and get love and light messages, and then we're going to send you on your merry way, okay? I'm sending you a big hug. I feel like you need one. I feel like you just are burnt out. I feel like burnt out physical symptoms. I feel like, ugh. You want to take a deep breath with me, Scorpio? You know you need one more for the road. It's time to just take a rest, take a break. You know, putting so much pressure on yourself. And this isn't being kind to yourself or gentle, which is something else that you're really working on here. Part of the human condition is to completely redo everything that we know, to continue repeating, right? Well, it's because our brain is being treated like a processor, like a computer. And as we continue to allow ourselves to be burnt out, it's only going to re-push that button. Okay, burnout, 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 until the operator says, rest, 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 rest. 111. This also works with negative thoughts. Delete, 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 delete. Oh shoot, I didn't want to do that. Backspace, backspace, backspace. You have to start treating your brain like that, honey, because it's only going to overpower you and bring you further down your tower. 1, 2, 3 there. And what goes up the tower must be conquered and come out, or it has to come back down, and it's only going to repeat that vicious cycle. I feel as if you're really truly working on why your brain is a certain way. A lot of it comes from genetic markers and parenting styles and the way that you attach to them, whether they were good parents or negative parents, whether they were loving, calming, caring, kind, or you know, dominated through shame or power assertion. A lot of it is just trying to understand why my brain is that way. So, Lord, let's do this then. Love messages for self and this brain within Scorpio here, as my crown is starting to really tingle and go off. Wow. Whoa, did you see that little orb? Oh, Lord, I love it when the orbs are around. These two here. Look at this, honey. Well, there's that tower. We just spoke of it. 16 is here, but this also leads back to 7. The Chariot, our body of Christ, the inside here of our flesh, the way that we communicate to each other. Also, we have 7 here, the 7 of Cups, that's 7 of 3, that is 21. The way that the world is continuing to ruin your tower here, the way that you were brought up, and all the negative consequences that you will allow yourself in your tower when it's not conquered. 2, 3, 4, there's that ascension. Are you going to knock on the door and meet your true self on the inside of the tower? Tangled is coming to mind. Rapunzel. The opportunity to meet your true self is there. You just have to climb it, honey. With all these negative consequences too, you're really, oh, my left ear is ringing now. These negative consequences, it's like, why do I continue to hold on to these when they're not even my consequences? They're not even my behaviors. They're not even my traits. You don't even know who you truly are, honey, because you've been operating out of the way that your parents taught you, because that's how they were taught. There is a huge need here to break these generational curses, these generational cycles, because if you don't, you're only continued reproducing it in your body of Christ, including the children that you may have later, because after the tower comes the star, and it's that inner star, 3, 2, 1 there on the inside. Psalm 119, the star goes back to the Zadi. It is the fish hook, and it is way for God to come on down and pull the soul on up out the tower, 3, 3, 3, to be able to have you shine bright and to balance your scales here within your sun and your moon, your whole entire crown. We've been talking about the crown and we've been talking about the brain. I love this so much because within human development, we have the brain that is constantly giving ourselves new information. Imagine our brain, our cauliflower, our broccoli here. Well, how does photosynthesis work? And how does this, you know, synapses genesis really work within the myelin sheath here to be able to have this neural pruning happen? And as neural pruning happens, it's just allowing all of this energy to come out and reborn anew as these synapses continue to recreate. So this is literally the transition period that you're in right now, 411, bringing in this 4 of Wands, the security and the stability. Your brain is finally starting to operate in this growth mindset versus this fixed mindset, when it would just produce this neural pruning at a very low level, and now it's advancing. So that's why this is so hard. That's why a lot of things are coming to the light. A lot of things are coming to the truth, because this neural pruning is actually working in your favor, because it's able to affect the opposite side of your tower now, the inside, the feminine, the body of Christ, and this communication. And if the body of Christ is there, honey, the 8 is also there, because the 8 belongs to the 7, the inside and the outside, the inner boy and the inner girl. 4, 4, 4. You are overall protected here. Your brain is being reconfigured and rewired, and you are the one that's fueling it, Scorpio. And I love it so much, because as you rewire your brain, your middle pillar is coming to terms with the same channel, the same flow, the same input output that God works within your heart and your mind here. Oh, I love it so much. Our heart contains our soul's nucleus, and a cycle of that is 23 days, which is also our 23 chromosomes on one side of our 5 and 1, and 23 chromosomes on the one side of the other side of our 5 and 1. Luke 12:49 speaks how we have 5 and 1 in one family. And our 5 and 1 is going to be our 5 loaves and our 2 fish. However, our 5 and 1 is maternal and our 5 and 1 is paternal. And now as these 5 loaves come together, those 2 fish have to operate. And if those 2 fish are off kilter here in our tower, we're not operating out of our true self, our true starlight. Okay. And as this temperance energy begins to come in, because 2 by 2, it's fueling the tower here, this reconfiguring of our mind and our heart is taking place within our nervous system here, which is so beautiful because your brains are operated from that as well. Your brain cycle is 33 days, your soul cycle is 23 days, and your physical body cycle, your tower, is 28 days, hence why women have periods in a typical average cycle of 28 days. So what you're also experiencing here, Scorpio, is you're still fueling off of the pre-shadow of this temperance phase, but you're also still freshly new to the post shadow of that temperance stage, because your tower is truly what's absorbing it. Our own energy gives out pre-shadows and post shadows as we are currently in that current spectrum. And as your tower is here, honey, it has to be able to neural prune itself, doesn't it? It has to be able to allow this photosynthesis to come up and in and out. But the body, the pentacles, the potential will never change itself. It's only just reproducing from the inside out. This is called proxid medicinally, which happens the inside of the cup must be cleansed before the outside of the cup. And as the inside to the outside is there, then cephalocaudal scientific energy will come on in, the head to the toe. The inside to the outside, as within, so without, before, as above, and below can come in to back you all up. I love it so much. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Cups here. Yeah, see, look at 4 of Cups, honey. This is your heart space. Your 2 atria, your 2 ventricle, your 2 red fish, your 2 blue fish, your feminine and your masculine. But they both have positive and negative opportunities to polarize, depolarize, polarize, depolarize, ascend and descend of Jacob's ladder here. And this 4 of Cups, honey, this is suffering. 4 times 3. The 3 is the cups there. This Empress energy, your feminine energy continues to suffer because you had allowed it continue to suffer because of your mindset. But as you continue to neural prune your mindset out and allow this photosynthesis to happen, it's only going to happen in the heart. And that missed opportunity that you have with loving your true self, with knowing your true self, will finally be here for you. You will finally be the true star that you are, and you will never, ever, ever follow any other light except the holy light that has been given inside of you and your body and the overall control that you have. I love it so much. While I shuffle these really quick, before we give you that love and light message, I want to show you too. 4 of Cups and 7 of Cups. There's 3 of Cups in between there, sweetheart. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be conquering. And there's going to be a wedding there because Jesus is always looking for his bridegroom inside of the heart there. Now, if we do this the opposite. Oh, man, my nose. If we do this the opposite side, 7 plus 4 is 11. And this is Page of Cups, honey. You are returning home to yourself with messages of love to invest in all your potential for your own self. And that is beautiful. All right, Lauren, love and light message here for Scorpio. I love it so much. And I'm here for you. I've completely rewired my brain too. So I absolutely understand how hard it is. And to be able to be led back into temptation will only disservice yourself and keep you from the acceleration of moving forward. Make time to work, rest, and play. Didn't we talk about burnout symptoms? Oh my gosh, Lord, I love you so much. You gotta be gentle with yourself, honey. Just go outside. How is that neural pruning? How is that photosynthesis going to happen if you're held inside the whole time? If you're just allowing yourself to be inside that tower, if you're allowing yourself to be stuck at home on the couch, okay? Go out for a walk. You need that spiritual ascension, and he wants to give you that holy light, honey. 9/11. It's the only way he can get to your heart is if you allow him to directly get through your crown. I love it so much. We were filled with laughter and we sang for joy. Psalm 126:2. When was the last time you were filled with laughter? When's the last time you sang for joy? I hope you do it soon. I love you, and he loves you more than me. Wounds into light.